Agni parthene despina achrande Theotoke Nimphrianim freftel parthene mindiranasa
I read about him, as I said, in 2012. And I was very moved by him. And the first time I went to his monastery was 2013. You know, those are very personal things, you know, to talk about. I feel very close to him, obviously, for reasons that I worked on his stories. I met people that had strong connection to him. And I've seen personally miracles that he has performed. And, but again, you know, that's God performs those miracles. That's just the extra blessing, beautiful thing to experience. But I always had strong faith, so they're not surprising me. You know, the miracle is also to have a life and be alive and to be able to talk and walk. You know, it's, to me, everything is a miracle. I found out about him through a book, and then he became a very important part of my life. He knows. I can't talk too much about details, but definitely it was it's a very blessed experience. Because it's a story of a man, at the time was a man, before he became a saint, who suffered immensely. And his suffering was caused by, there was a lot of injustice in his life, even injustice within the church. A lot of people nowadays cry for justice, and they feel very, because of the difficult times, people are confused. People wonder, where is God? Why doesn't he help me? You know, is he really there? You know, what's going on here? Is everybody in the church bad? Is the church good? You know, there are all these questions out there. And I think that this film answers a lot of those questions. And that's why I think it's very important. It's important to hold on to good, to hold on to love, to faith, no matter what. And to see a man who had a very difficult life. I don't know if he even seen any justice in this world, but the justice that he saw was the moment he passed away. And that's when he was with God. So it's important for people to know that this world is here and this world is passing. And yes, some people have a better life, some people have more difficult life, but this is not what we should be focusing on. We should be focusing on making this world better, by all means, for our children and for future generations. But the most important is to gain that ultimate victory, which is a victory against death, and to achieve eternal life and to do what he did, to follow into his steps. I didn't choose him. I read so many books and I never thought of making a movie. When I read his book, I felt I need to make a movie. So choosing maybe wasn't ultimately my choice. Let's put it that way. Because everybody suffers. Find me one person who doesn't feel they have been wronged, that their life could be better, that they don't understand what's going on in their life, that they wish they were not even here. I would like to find. Most people are suffering. Most people of this world are seriously suffering. And this is the movie for them. This is the movie for those that suffer the most. I have a fantastic composer, Zbigniew Preisner, who is actually doing the music for the film, and I'm going to actually meet with him in a few days. He's coming from Poland, and we're going to see the work that he has done already, which is going to help with editing. And yes, he understands the story very well. He's very much on the same page with me and my vision. So I'm sure that music is only gonna, not only, but I think it's gonna make this movie what it needs to be. I seek peace. I'm at the stage of my life where I really need peace. I need nature, I need calm music. I know there are younger people out there that need to hear something a little more uplifting. But when I was younger, I loved all kinds of music, and I can still listen to it, because I love music. But I can tell you that some of the music, it does affect your nervous system. I've noticed that. And then you arrive at a certain age like myself, and then you realize, oh, maybe I've been wounded slightly by certain things I've done in my life that weren't so wise. So I would obviously advise people to I can't say it. I mean, I respect all the musicians, and everybody has their own ways and their own moments in life. But, for me, I think as I get further into, I wouldn't say Christianity, I would say further into my relationship with the Lord and trying to get closer to Him, I seek more of a solitude and peace. And therefore, I think the calmer music is a little more appropriate for me at this stage of time. Well, I haven't done that many films. I can say that. I done one film before this, which was a very small film, which was called LA Superheroes. But this is me. This is my, a director has to understand the story on a personal level. And I think I have that understanding here, because my life wasn't easy. My life I lived day to day and did the best I could. And I always believed that things are going to work out, and they did. So did Ios Nectarios. I'm not comparing in any shape and form with him because he was a holy man. I'm not, so let's make that clear. But I really try to get close to God. And I've seen the results of a living faith, to a point where some people can't even believe what they've seen around me. And I've experienced also all sorts of, I've been through court cases where people just came out, brought false witnesses, lied against me. So did my father, who was a holy man. I'm not on that level. I'll say that again. So, and maybe also my father experienced that kind of treatment. So it's very personal to me to see a person who is good and he's doing everything to help people, and he's hated because of that. I wanted to, show that and display it. And maybe that's probably the most personal part of the movie. And also another part that it's very personal to me is also that the desire for power is probably the biggest poison of one's soul, and it's present everywhere, from politics to the church to different forms of life. And this movie really, really shows that the desire for power and the desire for getting close to God are completely the opposite. And that's another main point of this film, and that also is very, very personal to me as well. And I hope that I will be able to share that in a way that helps people, not condemns anybody. I'm not into condemning. I'm just into spreading the truth, and that's what I was trying to do. There are a few scenes that are very dear to me. There are a lot. I cannot say there's one scene that. There is actually one scene that kind of stands out, where Ios Nectarios talks to a man who basically doesn't have much faith, and they have a conversation, very honest conversation, not just conversation, but he's coming there to ask him questions and to open up. So there's that scene that it's very strong. So are so many other scenes that when we see suffering of Ios Nectarios, when he gets sick, when he gets prosecuted. I don't think I can choose one scene that affecting me, because there are a lot of scenes that affected me in that film. We filmed in Egina for 2 days only. I was blessed and lucky and fortunate to have Yorondisa Timotea allowing me to film in the actual room where Ios Nectarios lived, in his bed. Like the actor actually, the scene towards the end of the movie where when he's in bed, when he's very sick, it happens exactly where it actually happened in real life, which was in his room on his bed. And that was quite amazing. And also then we shot outside of Egina. We went to the monastery of Chrysoleontissa, icon of Mother of God, and we actually filmed him praying right in front of the icon where Ios Nectarios prayed in the same spot. And those were the two things in Egina that I feel were very special and amazing. If COVID wasn't around, we would have released the film for Christmas. Film will be finished, but we also have to see, because of distributors, because they couldn't release certain movies at certain time because theaters were closed. We're gonna have to. It could be December, it could be January, but I can't say exactly when because of that. They're gonna have to decide when is the best to release the film. If we have another wave, and if they decide to close theaters, then obviously we're not going to release the film at that time. So we're going to have to wait when people are able to go and see it. So I cannot give you, unfortunately, the exact date, but I can tell you that film will be completed by the end of November. I'm careful of giving advices to people, because I don't consider myself worthy of that. But the only advice I can give is seek peace and justice and love and God. You will become happier, more peaceful. You'll regain that spark that we all had when we were very young, maybe at one point, and the life will be worth living. That's all I can say.